Okay, so this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing. Other tip though, when you're really small, you have to like reach up or use a stool. She couldn't get up there. Sound down. Hello, hello. This is the first part, and then we're gonna get the windows done, and we'll go from there. All right. See you soon.
Oh hey, so now we're going to work on getting that Thinsulate in, and you can see I kind of get spider webbed a little bit from the inside. But so what the next step is going to be, Vince is going to go get some paper. It's kind of like this, but maybe a little bit thicker. So it's for painters paper, butcher paper, not sure what it's called. Anyway, what we're going to do there is we're going to line like these odd ones. It's going to be a template. We're going to basically tape it in so we can take that template, have the right shape and dimensions, put it on top of here, cut this out. The paper does not go in here, it's just for a template. And then this will get stuck in here first, make sure it all fits well, and then we'll come back and spray the adhesive and actually attach it.
Though, when you're really small, you have to like reach up or use a stool. She couldn't get up there, so she has a stool there, and we use that for the whole time-lapse video.
Yeah. Hey, so also please don't forget to wear your eyewear and your mask. Safety's first when it comes to all these aerosols, especially when you're spraying overhead. That stuff can get in your eyes, and it's spray adhesive. You don't want that on your eyeballs.
Yeah, that 3M actually will get on you, and you don't want to breathe it in either, so it's some nasty stuff. So we have our masks on and our eyewear, and it worked out pretty good. It wasn't that bad.
Yep.
Okay, so this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing with gaps and cracks. Luckily we had this paint thing, and now we're going up while it's still a little wet, and scraping it off. It's a little sticky now.
It's getting pretty dry.
We found out pretty quickly that that stuff is expands, and it keeps expanding, and maybe we should have read all the labels first, but it was kind of hard. It's hard to eyeball it. You know, this stuff came off a couple times.
Gloves are a good idea.
Yeah, so we're wearing gloves now. Mine are sticky.
Hands.
Yeah, I couldn't get my glove on all the way, but it'll keep expanding out. We've already shaved this off a couple times while it's still wet, and it's still expanding. Luckily it's all insulation, so if it falls on the floor, little dots here and there, that's fine. But wow, just to know that it'll keep coming out, and we made a mess, and I'll take responsibility. It was kind of my mess because she just wiped that and it's already still coming out. Mm-hmm. So if we would have just left this to sit, it would have been like this all night.
Possibly dripping on our floor.
Possibly dripping all over the floor and causing stuff. So some of you who've done this before, maybe you know, and maybe I should have watched some videos before I did it. But that's what happened so far. We got this going on right there and that over there. But they're fun. That sure as heck is fun. The gaps and cracks you can get carried away with, but we got to save some, and we're going to figure out a better way to do this. Okay, so a couple of pointers for if you're going to use the M90 adhesive and kind of put in your Thinsulate, is that it actually becomes tack. These if you wait till they get extra tacky, it's hard to like push them in a little bit to this because it'll stick right away. So for some of your harder to reach areas, you want to kind of do it a little bit sooner, because once you get this tacked and by the time you go out and spray the other side, you're almost ready for some place like this where you're trying to, or down there where you're trying to shove it into the place. Because if you wait till it's extra tacky, it just sticks. And so that's just a little pointer. But for these that are kind of just up against the wall, so if they weren't sticky, they might fall a little bit or move. You might just want to wait a smidge longer. But this actually, I'd say it kind of dries pretty quickly, huh?
It does. It dries really fast. I know the videos we've watched have said, you know, wait 5 minutes, wait till it's tacky and your knuckle kind of sticks to it. But shoot, as soon as we put it down, man, it was sticking. So if you need to,
well, by the time
by
the time we sprayed and then sprayed the other side and brought it in, it was almost ready for.
That's true. That was a couple of minutes.
Yeah, just like a minute or so. But yeah, it gets dry. It does not 5 minutes or whatever they say on some of it. It gets dry pretty quick, enough to stick. But it was fun putting it in. Once you get the hang of it, the first few you might kind of get some of your stuff, Thinsulate, stuck to the.
And we had 2 of us, so we actually had to move kind of fast because he was spraying the wall, I was spraying the Thinsulate, and we just had to kind of stick and go, and it worked out great.
Yeah, it was fun. High five. All right. Okay, so we got most of the, wow, the sound in here is actually muffled too. We got most of the insulation in. There's some places that we're still waiting on because of window placement possibly. Down there we're good. We got the ceiling except for this area, which is going to be the max fan, then we'll just do it around it. We got the rest of that, so it actually looks pretty good in here.
It's really good.
We got our mini cell flooring in, and already the sound dampening in here is kind of a trip because it's already a lot less noisy in here, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The sound damp. Hello. Could do a podcast in here.
Oh.
But yeah, so this is the first part, and then we're gonna get the windows done and the floor done, and we'll go from there. All right. See you soon. After another successful day, now it's time for tacos and elote.